All right, Cottage Growing Gardener family. Uh, it's finally evening time, and after a long day, um, I'm actually cooking tonight. So I got to get down to the kitchen, but I'm up here in the greenhouse prepper room and just showing off some of the fruit trees and different herbs and vegetables that we have gotten started here. And just about to shut this down for the night. And I just wanted to let everybody know that because we're dealing with so much food shortage in our country, that is very important, right? And even just for health benefits, to learn how to garden. It's time to go back to the old school ways. Our ancestors were gardeners. There were no grocery stores, and so people had to uh, had to grow their own fruits and vegetables in order to have a healthy lifestyle. Now we got the stores, and you can choose multiple stores which you want to go to, right? But as me and my family, we love natural fruits and vegetables. We love organic foods, and we actually love gardening. It can be a very tedious process, but it's also a very rewarding process as well. And so we don't mind, bending and gives a little exercise, bending out there in the springtime, especially out there in the yard. And unfortunately, we live in Ohio. This is Zone 6, so we don't get a lot of chances to be outside when it's cold weather like this. We worry about the frost on the leaves of the colder climate plants. So we do have a greenhouse out there that we could actually use out there, and but we just recently brought um, the kohlrabi, which is right there. We just transferred that into the pot and brought that into the house so that we can grow a little bit more of that. We actually had some of that. That was the last harvest that we had, and so we transferred it out of a grow pot that we had outside and brought it in here to a smaller pot so that we can continue to eat off of it. Because, like I told you guys, mostly um, leafy lettuces, greens, and cabbage and kale and stuff like that. They cut and come back. We just cut the leaves off of that. It was big. It's on another video of ours that's on here. We just cut the leaves off, and I left the root in, and then as you can see, it's already starting to grow back already. So we'll have some more kohlrabi. Okay, that's in the cabbage family. Okay, it's pretty good. I make a I make a kohlrabi uh stew out of it with noodles and and sirloin. Okay, it's very delicious. Anyway, so we just it's closing out the greenhouse tonight, this evening, and we don't have any uh particular subjects that we want to talk about, except for that we do think that it's very important that you have your four servings of fruits and vegetables. Um, and so, what better way than to know how to grow your own in your own greenhouse, right? So we've done a little bit uh, of planning out our meals, what we like to eat, what we don't like to eat. And I tell people all the time, if you're going to grow your own vegetables and fruits, the best thing to do is to start with things that you like to eat. Okay, and then because I remember I didn't even know what kohlrabi was. Okay, let's keep it real. I had no idea what kohlrabi was, and and then we actually ordered those seeds and we planted it, and it grew. We didn't even know it was out there growing this year because um with everything going on with the vid and everything, what personal things that we have in our life, we actually didn't have a spring garden this year. We didn't have a harvest, so we just went out there and took out of the yard what actually just grew naturally and came back that year. But we did plant a few things, and that was one of them that we planted in a box in a grow box, and it just was up, out and beautiful. So we decided that we would eat it and try it, and we made a. I made, like I said, I make a kohlrabi stew that I made with what's not it's not necessarily kohlrabi stew, but yeah, it is because that's the main ingredients in it. The meat and noodles that goes with it, and it was very delicious. We ate it. Um, my wife, she was she's like, oh, it tastes good, so. I'm a pretty good cook. I'm basically a chef around the house. To call me, might as well call me Chef Tom. So so it was delicious, and so we just want to share. our channel is all about sharing the natural fruits and vegetables that we grow, and then just talking about what we notice going on in our communities, in these politics, in these streets, right? These YouTube streets sometimes can be very um, um, hurtful to people. There's some very nice people that I've met on YouTube as well. There are very people that are very mean, and sometimes can be very judgmental. But you can't always allow people to affect you how you feel. You have to be the person that you are. Then sometimes people give you some things that and make you take a look at yourself that you might not know about you, and that's okay because we're continued. We none of us are perfect. We are a continued work in progress. You know what I'm saying? We grow every day, right? My grandmother is 102, and she says she's still learning things. So if she can say that, who are you to say, I'm done. I know everything. So she says she learns something new every day. She's growing, still growing. So I don't mind that, knowing that that she's in that state of mind, and here I am still growing as well. As you guys can see, some of these things are overgrown. We're going to have to get around to see, they're right there. They're gonna have to be transferred into bigger pots and pans. So tomorrow that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. You guys can come in and see that. Maybe we might be able to have a live. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to have a live, or we're gonna be able to just do it and then come back after we do it and let you guys see the transformation of the growth, the things that are going. And this, you see that's turning color a little bit. It needs to come out of there right away. So tomorrow morning we'll get to transferring the plants and getting them out of here and putting them into the styrofoam cups or into the pots wherever they belong, and just moving them along so that they can get all the nutrients and growth that they need. Okay, so you guys check us out, right? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is going to be a short video. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. We have a very small channel. I think we only have about 12 or 13 subscribers. So do us a favor. It doesn't cost you anything. Just not even any of your time. If you're watching the video, go ahead, hit that subscribe button below, right? And if you want to, hit the bell, right? Hit the bell, hit the like button, right? Share it. You know what I'm saying? Because we get into a lot of growing, and what you see right now you'll be able to see later on, and you get notified when it starts when these plants hit. Some of them are going to be trees. Some of these are fruit trees, like this right here. This is a fruit tree. You'll see fruit in a few years, right? Some of these you're going to see us actually prune and eat, right? Even in our own kitchen, right? We got greens in here. We have peppers in here, so you'll be seeing us eat some of those things as well, right? And you'll see us with the fruit trees. We definitely have a lot of we have some watermelons in here. I know people are like, watermelon in the wintertime. Yeah, we're gonna grow them in here. We're gonna have some pots in here. We're gonna move stuff around. You guys will see what we're gonna do. I'm not even always sure what we're gonna do. We're gonna let the scientific one. uh she's going seed crazy. She just got some muscadines that came in yesterday, so we're going to plant those tomorrow, as well as transfer some of these out. And we just really want to show you guys that how simple and how easy it can be to grow your own food, right? And sometimes this is a skill that you might want to have, in this time and day that we're living in. I know you guys have been to the grocery store. You can see the prices. If you haven't, whoever in your house goes, they're probably telling you about how high things are in those stores and how they don't have this or that, right? So what we decided to do was started ordering a lot of our fruits and vegetables, our seed life and plant life, right? And start ordering our own things, so that we can put ourselves in a position to grow our own, right? And we've been doing it for like, well, this will be our 5th year now. So we've stepped all the way up to having our own greenhouse, and an inside greenhouse. We've had one outside greenhouse for a couple of years now. So, but now we're on the inside, right, doing it all full time, around the clock. So, you guys subscribe to the channel. Please give us a like and share this, right? Um, as well as watch the other videos that's on here. We got some deep intel where we get into different. We talk about the peas on our channel. So sometimes we talk about plant life. Sometimes we talk about politics. Okay. Sometimes we talk about the public school system. We really get, as the conscious growing gardeners, we really have a conscious perspective about a lot of things, right? Some people don't rock with us, right? We tell people all the time, it doesn't matter. Uh, we just looking for like-minded people to rock with us, right? It doesn't matter if you don't have to agree with everything that we say, right? Um, it's just a matter of understanding, because it's good to have a good time and to enjoy yourself on your channel, right? If that's what you choose to do, and like laugh. Some people tell jokes. We talk about what we see in our community, what we see out here in our everyday life, right? Sometimes we get deep and get serious and things like earlier today we did a live or uploaded a video where we were talking about the passing of a young man who happens to be a rapper, and we were just talking about how our community sometimes can get drugged down, and we get a bad rap on us, what I'm saying, as men of color, and we need to do better in our communities as far as men and just being able to learn how to talk out our problems that always result into violence, what I'm saying. And then sometimes just this lifestyle that we live, or that these dreams that we have, for being a big celebrity or a star. um I understand it. I'm a singer myself. I'm a songwriter. I've written songs for years, and I've done things with different artists that I know, and as well as worked with different labels as far as like songwriting and companies like Taxi, and I've been a member of ASCAP, my own publishing, Life Phase Publishing, as a songwriter since 2002. So um, I've done a lot of mainstream. Like, people think that if you're not on the main stage or the BET Awards, MTV, you're not doing anything, and that's not true. There's a lot of ways of being able to make money and provide for your family without doing that as well. Everybody wants to everybody doesn't want to be a big star, but everybody like to at least be as successful as they can in whatever field that they choose. What I'm saying? So we talk about those things, and sometimes how those things sometimes can we rely on those things, we look to those things, what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, we are all human beings. We all just want to be happy, right? So as you can see over here, we got a few things. Like, we got a goji berry, right? That's a goji berry. That's got to be separated. And this is a miracle fruit right there. Okay, that's going to do well. You see, it's very bright. And so we got a lot of things in here that we're going to talk about specifically as far as the plants, right? And there's a banana, a manzo, a manzone apple banana plant right here. This is beautiful. It's gonna taste good. And so we're gonna get into the names of these plants. We're gonna get my other half up here to really go through the plants, and we're gonna get to transferring them, and we're gonna talk about them a little bit more. So guys, subscribe to the channel, give us a like and whatever, what I'm saying, and watch some of those videos. Right, take a few seconds if you can. If you got a time in your day to watch our videos and see what we talk about sometimes, and we try to connect with some young people as well, because they the youth. They the ones gonna have to get out here and bend them backs and get out here and guard. I'm not saying us older people, or those that are older than we are can't, what I'm saying, but it'd be nice to have the young youth in on some of this growing process, especially since you know life is not it's probably never ever going to be the same at the grocery store again for a while, right? And this would be a nice substitute to be able to getting back to growing and being having that self sustainability and relying on yourself and not relying on other people to feed you. Because sometimes when you rely on other people to feed you, right, they let you down, right? They don't come through for you. You end up disappointed, right? But if you're growing your own fruits and your own vegetables, right, chances are you might have some setbacks or some things that might not go right in your garden, right? But you will be able to look back, and when you do have those successes, excuse me, you can say, I did that, and you will have the knowledge and the skill to continue to feed yourself, have that self sustainability, and to pass it on to future generations, including your children, and maybe even your own YouTube channel, right, where you're showing, right, like we do, like the conscious growing gardeners. All right, family. So we're gonna get up out of here. So we ain't gonna hold you to unduly, right? And we love you guys. We'll catch you guys at a later date, right? Maybe, possibly, mostly tomorrow. We'll be doing an upload, okay? And if we can get those 1,000 subscribers, like all those big channels, right, then we'll do some lives, and we'll really go into the process of what we do as far as gardening and things of that nature, okay? You guys have a safe and a good night. All right, peace and light.